It's been quite a transformation in libraries at this university, from one room in Old Main with a few thousand volumes donated by an individual who was in essence getting rid of his personal collection back in the late 1880s, early 1890s, to what we have now. The steps along the way have been pretty phenomenal. Well, the university libraries are absolutely essential for my field, which is history, because after all, the libraries are, as I used to always tell my students, the libraries are the laboratory for the history department.
Along with faculty, we assist in the educational mission of the university. We expose students to the frontiers of scholarship, and that might be through various ways. Faculty assign students research papers, and they come to us for help with that, or faculty might bring students here themselves to get an introduction to the resources that we have. So we are very engaged in that educational mission.
The idea behind the addition was to provide public space and have it be really lively public space. So all the places where people would meet each other and work together collaboratively and have training and everything would be in one place. And that the existing building would be more of a quiet study area and a stack area, so that people could be more reflective and do their research on their own. And then when they wanted to break from that, they could go into the new part, which was the happening space.
That's a great question. I think I spent a lot of time in Coe Library, and it's definitely changed as a place. When I was a student, again, it's always been the see and be seen, flirt and be flirted kind of scene, and it's always been the place where you had to go to get your journal articles or your books in order to complete certain assignments. That's always been in place, and it's always been a good place to study quietly. I know that some of my family members had favorite tables on certain floors where they always studied. And I think that that's really sort of a special thing on campus. I don't know that there's other buildings that really provide that sense of ownership. This is my study carrel, or this is my table, and I will always be here on Thursdays at 5 p.m. working. So it has that sort of homey feeling for some of our students. And as the libraries have changed and grown, it now is really a place where a lot of students are working on the computers, working to actually produce their work, not just to research it. And it's cozier, I think. I love that we have a coffee shop now. I love that you can eat in the library now. I usually work on Sunday nights, and I see so many boxes of pizza go by the reference desk, or sandwiches. And I think it's great. I think it's nice that we can be that cozy home for our students who are looking for a quiet place, or a place to do group work, or a place to finish their paper, or a place to get help with MLA style, or a place to find a good book to read once they're done with their projects. It's kind of exciting that we can fill all of those roles for our students.
I am very positive about the future for libraries, and I've had discussions recently with some colleagues about these new electronic books that are becoming very popular. But after all, back in the days when radio first started, everyone was talking about the demise of other kinds of media, magazines and newspapers, and along came TV, and they said, well, that's it for radio, no more radio. And yet we have still radio in this country, and along came the internet, and they said, well, that's it for TV. Well, we still have TV. I think libraries, as they continue to adapt to the changing technologies, and I think that's very important for libraries to do, but I think as they do so, they'll remain a central part of the academic mission of any university.
Well, I think based on the amount of people we have in the building, we have really increased the number of people in the building. The combination of food service and the IT lab, group studies, means that we have an awful lot of things which people are interested in, and we ultimately will have all of our book collection, with the exception of what's in our geology library and our learning resources center.